Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to install an Attero Arms optic mount onto your AK-47. I was looking for a way to mount an optic onto my AK at the rear sight position as opposed to on top of the gas tube, which gets kind of hot, and I had a bunch of people recommend Attero Arms to me. Now I wasn't familiar with Attero, but I went to their website and took a look at what they had, and I liked what I saw, so I decided to place an order. I ended up getting their rail mount, which will allow more flexibility with what you can put on, and I also got their Bravo mount, which will allow something like a SIG Romeo 5 to mount flush to the bottom, which will keep it lower to the gun and won't raise the height too much. This Bravo mount actually co-witnesses as well because you have a little bit of a notch for the rear sight right there. Now the Bravo mount was actually a blem, but I could not find any kind of blemish on this thing, so their standards must have been ridiculously high. In order to mount the Attero Arms optic mount, you need to remove the rear sight leaf from the AK-47. I'm not going to show how you do this. There are enough videos out there on how to do this. All you really need is a screwdriver, a hammer, and a box of band-aids. I'll be right back. Okay, so I have successfully removed the rear sight and the leaf spring in there. Let me go ahead and show you how to put the Attero Arms mount on. Each Attero Arms mount includes all the stuff that you need for it, including some blue Loctite, a modified leaf spring and screw, and a roll pin. You can take your modified leaf spring that Attero provides and put that right into the spot where the old leaf spring came out. And I forgot to mention earlier, but with this Bravo mount, you need to have your optic mounted to it first. It's secured underneath, so just make sure that you don't try to mount the mount without putting the optic on it first. But with that leaf spring on there, you set the optic mount right there, and you can take the screw and drop it in and tighten it just a little bit. You don't want to tighten it all the way right now. You then want to take your roll pin that came from Attero and put it into the spot right here. I don't have the most stable surface, so I'm going to do this part off camera. Okay, so that roll pin is now in there, and there's just a little bit sticking out on either side, so it's right where you want it to be. And once you have that in there, you can go ahead and remove this screw so that you can put some Loctite on it. So with the blue Loctite on, you can go ahead and reinstall that screw. You want to tighten it as much as you can without feeling like you're going to break it, so just get it good and tight. And I now have my optic securely mounted to my AK. The cool part, as I mentioned, is that this does allow you to co-witness with your iron sights, so you have that rear notch right there. It's hard to get things in focus, but you have that rear notch, so you can go ahead and co-witness with your iron sights while you have this mounted on there. And that is it. As you can see, it's pretty easy. The mount is secure. It does not move back and forth at all. It does not wobble. I look forward to getting out and shooting with it, but I hope you enjoyed this quick video just showing you how to install it. I'll see you next time. God bless.